Here's Brew, and the layup for two. And the head coach for the West Coast Elite is the actual director of West Coast Elite, Marcus Forbes. So 2-0. Mia Irvin. Irvin gives it up on the perimeter. Lanaya Hicks. Hicks cross court. Here's Miles being guarded by Berlin Carlson. Carlson at 6'3", so they put Carlson on the point guard. Brianna Mills, who's 5'3", she gives up an entire foot. And that little leaner on the jump shot, no good by Mia Irvin. Irvin of the Sisterhood. And back the other way we come. Outside, Olivia Owens had it. Now Ava Rollins with the rock. Cross court, back over to Owens. Owens, there's a 2-3 zone pressure. And looking to be the zone buster, it is Berlin Carlson who nails the triple. Carlson, 27 college offers to date. 27, 6'3". And she can guard and she can shoot, obviously, from Hillsboro, Oregon. Her team leading 5-0. And we're going to get a timeout by the Sisterhood, and we'll take a break. Your score 5-0 in favor of West Coast Elite. After that quick start, Sisterhood head coach Julius Barron wanted to talk things over. Coach Juju, if you will, wants his team to settle down. And they're doing well in passing the ball around the perimeter, but a turnover there. Here's Nora Moo, and Moo lost the ball off of her foot and out of bounds. So Nora Moo, the setter, who likes to post up, and she turns the ball over for a second time. Now you have Brianna Miles, who's going to walk the ball up the court. So the Sisterhood team lost actually yesterday. They were defeated by another West Coast Elite team, and they decided they didn't want two West Coast Elite teams to be playing each other in a championship game. And so, as I said earlier, here we are. Tavara Swanger, I should say, with the turnover as she walks. Her team trailing 5-0. Brew spread the court very well, trying to beat that zone pressure. Ava Rawlings cross-court pass. Carlson back up top for Shayna Brew. Deep in the corner, here's Ava Rawlins, and that shot hits the side of the iron and back the other way. Mia Irvin had the ball. Another turnover. That's the third for the Sisterhood. Penetration baseline by Owens. Now back up top. Here's Shayna Brew. Brew, she sailed off. Here's going to be a wide open look by Olivia Owens. Side of the iron and through. That's a triple. Olivia Owens with her first basket. And it's an 8-0 game early on. Owens excels in two sports. She also is on the track and field team at Phoenix Country Day High School. The missed layup and a nice scramble and the battle for the ball underneath. That was taken out by Janina Burrell. Swanger. They go around the horn. The ball was knocked away again. Here's Brianna Miles. She picked it up. Outside Swanger. Nice cut, but the ball was thrown behind the intended receiver underneath. It was taken away by Carlson, and down the lane, here we go, Shayna Brew with the basket, and it's 10-0. And back the other way, first basket of the game for the Knights, and that was Lanaya Hicks who broke free. So nice outlet pass, and Hicks, who averages more than 10 points per game at Desert Oasis High School here in Las Vegas, gets her team on the board. It's a 10-2 game. The drive underneath by Moo. Left-handed lay-in for 2. Moo for 2. Out of Pinnacle High School in Arizona. On the wing, it goes on the right side. Mia Irvin popping out up top. That was Miles. Swanger. And we've got a hell ball situation. We've got substitutions coming in for each team. Kayla Boozer, she'll report for West Coast Elite. As we see her in the lineup, Atia Watson also in. And I see Madison Smith out there for her first action of the day for Sisterhood. And that is Smith with the ball. Taylor Degon goes on. And Smith has her shot rejected at the baseline. And we're off and running back the other way once again. Ava Rollins underneath. Moo high off the glass. Rolls around, rolls home. Nora Moo, there's no matchup for her at 6'2". The tallest player on the court was Janina Burrell, who's 5'7". So a lot of mismatches. Dagon, and then back up top, here's Hicks. And outside, Madison Smith. And the rebound comes out long to Atia Watson out of Northern California's Bishop Montgomery. And the miss down low, the follow-up shot, no good by Boozer. Outside the kick, and that's Atia Watson. And she misses the shot, and we've got a reach-in foul on Nora Moo. So Moo of the West Coast Elite team playing for this Girls Under Armour Association team that travels around. Won yesterday 53-31 to advance to this final. Head coach Marcus Forbes says he likes to see the players band together. They've done just that. This is an all-star team, folks. And outside, that shot's going to be short from the perimeter for Taylor Dagan. And back the other way, numbers again for West Coast Elite. But that shot comes up short by Shayna Brew. And the rebound back the other way. Here's Miles. Miles outside. And that three-point attempt was off the mark by DeWitt. Nice battle for the basketball. Miles comes down with it. Miles swings it into the corner, and the shot from distance by Madison Smith off the side of the backboard and controlled by the West Coast Elite team. 12-point lead. If we get up to a 15-point lead, then we'll have a running clock. Those are the rules here of AAU basketball this weekend. Here's Brew around a double screen. Owens in the lane. Shot won't go. Battle for the rebound. We're going to get a hold, and I think that will go against Jelena Sobrasic, and it will, of West Coast Elite. Sobrasic of Serbian descent comes from via Proctor Academy High School in Andover, New Hampshire. Jelena Sobrasic, 6'1". Up top, here's Miles. Miles double teamed. She tries to duck under, and she'll just toss it up. Won't bend in off the rim. Rebound, Kayla Boozer. On the give and go, Boozer underneath. Boozer has the ball stolen away. And back the other way, and they can't control it. Sisterhood. And here comes Boozer down the lane. Eurostep, off glass, no. Rebound to Brianna Miles. Miles. Evie DeWitt, spin move, and her turnaround left-handed jump hook, no. Shayna Brew. Here's Brew behind the back with a dribble. Atia Watson. Back up top. Oh, the step back. Three is good by Olivia Owens. Owens now with 6 points. She's hit a couple of three-pointers. 15-point lead. Enter the running clock. Here's Miles, three-pointer. She just can't get it to fall. And now they'll slow it down, West Coast Elite. Or will they? Here's Brew. Cross court. Olivia Owens, can she bury her third three? She does. 9 points, Olivia Owens. And her team goes up 20-2. This is nothing out of the ordinary for West Coast Elite. Been doing this all weekend long. Dagan had it, and then we've got a push inside, and that foul will go against Kayla Boozer. Boozer at Pasadena South High School this past season, she had 25 double-doubles, 25, averaged 15 rebounds and 20 points per game. Taylor Dagan at the line, misses the first. And Kayla Boozer also, I think, had a 50-point game this past season. And she comes off the bench for this West Coast Elite team. That's how much talent they have. Getting her own rebound was Dagan, and she can't get another rebound. Finally corralled by Berlin Carlson. Carlson says one of the nicknames they have for her is the Berlin Wall. Underneath, that bucket won't go. Ava Rollins, good persistence, draws the foul after she got a board off of her own miss. So Rollins from Folsom High School in California at 5'10" will go to the free throw line. It has been all West Coast Elite here this afternoon. And this is a team that is not even playing one of its superstars, and that is Destiny Lunan. Lunan, number 32 at last check in the country, and the number one player out of the state of Arizona. And on top of that all, 4.0 GPA. So she's with the team, she's just not playing. And the second free throw rolls in for Rollins. 20-point lead. Oh, nice play underneath. Blown layup again. I thought it was Soraya Soto into the game. And underneath, another layup for two. And Ataya Watson with the basket. Played on a state championship team up there at Bishop Montgomery High School. Here's a floater in the lane, and that's going to go down for Evie DeWitt. So DeWitt now with her first basket. And quickly in the transition game. Basket for two for Ava Rollins now with 4. Her team goes up by 22. Under 5 to go here in the first half of play. Brianna Miles. They found an opening in the middle. Layup attempt was no good by DeWitt. And just one and done, giving up so much size underneath. Outside is Shayna Brew. Terminates the dribble up top. It comes over to Atia Watson. Watson and Rollins now back over to Shayna Brew. She'll back it out, calls for a screen up top. Subasic, and they're going to call a moving screen. So that'll be the second personal on Yelena Subasic. All the way from New Hampshire with these AAU teams. And the inbound to come in. Sanaya Burrell is into the game. And there's a drive by Irvin. Left it short on the layup attempt. Out of bounds. Last touch by Nora Moo of West Coast Elite. So Sisterhood will take it over under their own basket. Trailing by 22. Somebody's got to move. Come to the ball. Deflected out of bounds by Berlin Carlson. Carlson, a player that she always has fun. You could tell with her demeanor. She's been smiling the whole weekend and just having fun playing. Lanaya Hicks outside DeWitt. Clanks off the rim. Here's Irvin. Now facing a 2-3 zone. So Sisterhood trying to attack the zone now. Mia Irvin And in the passing lane, it is stolen away once again. Here's Watson. Watson cut off outside Olivia Owens, and that's going to be an air ball. And back the other way, here's Mia Irvin on the fast break, and she goes up, can't get the lane to go. 26-4 your score. Adding to that is Nora Moo. Moo now with 6 points. And her team is leading 28-4. They're so explosive. And they've been doing this to everyone this whole weekend. Ball deflected again. Is this Rollins? Rollins, she threw it up short. And it comes out now. Mia Irvin had it. I think Irvin should try to shoot from up top. Lanaya Hicks, no good. And the rebound to Nora Moo. Lanaya Hicks just could not get that shot to go down outside Olivia Owens, shooting for her 4th three-pointer of the day. But that rolls off the rim and got a whistle underneath. And we've got a hold, and I think that will go against Berlin Carlson, and that will be her first personal. So we see Yelena Sabasic coming back in, and we also see Kayla Boozer returning for West Coast Elite. Marcus Forbes, I think his sister is Mackenzie Forbes of USC. He had a nice run this past season. Swanger, and we've got a whistle, and we've got the turnover again by the Knights, the Sisterhood. So they had a good season this past year, winning 19 games here in Southern Nevada, pretty much the team that makes up Democracy Prep, and that's the Andre Agassi campus that they are playing at. Three-point launch by Carlson. She drills that one. She's 2 for 2 from distance and has 6 points. And our team goes up 31-4. Deep in the corner, that was Soto. And a battle for the rebound. And here comes the West Coast Elite once again. Oh, good hesitation. Layup attempt, no good. And that was taken by Owens. And then Owens had the ball taken away. And here comes Sisterhood once again. Deep in the corner. A three-point shot, and that's going to settle down. I'll call it just a 2, and that is Janina Burrell. They call him 2 as they come down the court, so it's 33-6 now. Moo, her floater won't go down. Janina Burrell with the rebound, so Burrell coming to life. We know that she can score. Outside, it's Soto once again. That's short. Oh, nice rebound underneath by Swanger. Tavara Swanger with a nice board. She goes to a school called Slam Academy here. Slam in Henderson, Nevada. Stands for Sports Leadership Management of Nevada. So it's Slam. And Hicks chucks up a 3. And they'll turn the ball over once again with 18 seconds to go. The athletic director there is Mike Kofer, who was the place kicker for the San Francisco 49ers back in the day. 8 seconds, 7. Winding down, Owens outside. Carlson, oh, and she delivers with a triple at the buzzer. Berlin Carlson, 9 points in the first half, and her team running away at halftime. We will step aside and we'll return with more from Bishop Gorman High School. Start of the second half is coming up in under a minute. Stay with us. We are back here in Las Vegas at Bishop Gorman High School. The West Coast Elite Bigfoot Hoops. It's Memorial Day weekend. More than 300 high school basketball AAU teams were here this past week, and they all were participating at gyms around the city. This is a city that can't get like a Final Four here. Are you kidding me? This is hoops heaven. Of course, we've got the NBA Summer League coming up in July. A lot of basketball here and dozens of high school tournaments. And, of course, we've got tournament championship games here that are played and what have you. So it's been a busy weekend and a lot of fun. 34-6 is your score. And we'll start the second half. And at the end of the first, we saw Berlin Carlson, who has to be, I don't know how many stars she has, but she should be maybe over 5 because 27 college offers to date, and she still is just going into her senior year. And she hit that three-pointer as the clock was expiring at the end of the break, and her team is up in a big way, 34-6. Tony Cardasco here with a cast of hundreds, I guess. Josh Bennett producing. Executive producer John Alba. Having a good time here at Bishop Gorman High School. And a turnover to start things off. And there's Caleb Boozer. Boozer going to take it coast to coast, leans in, and one. So there's Caleb Boozer. First team all area. And you see her, good body control and a little shove from behind. And so Boozer will go to the line with a chance for 3. First team all area in Los Angeles. 25 double-doubles. That's crazy. And she completes the three-point play for her first points of the game. 6'2". Got to like her length. And they're very tall and rangy. Their guards, nice turnaround jumper, but way off the mark by Mia Irvin of Sisterhood. And, you know, in watching the NCAA tournament here this past spring, just noticing that the game is changing to a game in which they are playing the tall guards, the taller guards, 6'3", 6'4". Again, that is Irvin, but this time she connects for 3. Inbound steal by Miles. Miles goes to the trailer, and Hicks can't finish. And finally, the board by Nora Moo. Yeah, bigger guards in the NCAA. Well, there's a hard pass underneath, reversal style. Carlson with the miss. They get the rebound back. Here's Owens. Rollins up top. ISO now for Nora Moo. Back up top. Here's Owens. Ball fake. And Owens traveled. And they tried to get too fancy there as Owens came around a high screen and she moved her pivot foot. Olivia Owens, a top 3 player in the state of Arizona. And we mentioned earlier, also excels in track and field, averaged 20 points per game, 10 rebounds, 4 assists per game this past season for Phoenix Country Day, which is a power. 37-8 is your score. And the pass on the baseline, that shot was deflected by Berlin Carlson, and it goes out of bounds and last touched by the Sisterhood. So Evie DeWitt, they had some token pressure in the backcourt, her and Hicks. And now can she connect again? No, off the miss by Carlson. One and done. Good job with the clear. And underneath, the layup for 2, Janina Burrell. Burrell, 5'7", Democracy Prep here, the Agassi campus in Vegas. And she was a good one this past season. Now they're getting sloppy. Carlson with her second turnover in as many trips. And the 2-on-1, but they cannot finish. Hicks with the miss. And back the other way, here comes West Coast Elite, leading by 27. Lob pass underneath. That's money. Easy bucket for Carlson now with 11. 6'3" on the post-up. She's going to be really good at the collegiate level. Now we've got a foul underneath as the shot was taken by Evie DeWitt. Plays at Spring Valley High School here went to the Meadows School and then transferred 5'11". This was a season here in Southern Nevada of change. Karen White and her Centennial High School team, they had an 8-year run as national champions, and they were unseated by Democracy Prep. And it was just a wide open season here, and first time in 9 years that team from Centennial High School in Vegas did not win the state title on the girls' side. The miss again by DeWitt. Owens. ISO on the wing. Shania Bruce step back, fading away with that jump shot, no good. Brianna Miles. Double team in the backcourt. Miles breaks it, cradled the ball for a second momentarily. Burrell had it. Up top, letting it fly is Hicks, and that's an air ball out of bounds. Not stepping into the shot. Again, a lot of games over the course of this 3-day period, fourth game being played today, and we saw what attrition could do to the West Coast Elite 17 under boys team, which was ranked in the top 10 at the start of this AAU season and perhaps was moving up with a bolt. They were blowing out everyone. So I was kind of surprised that they fell this afternoon. They lost to the team called the Rise, with most of the players from the greater Phoenix area. Under 12 to go. Nice behind the back dribble by Brew. Deep in the corner, stepping back for three, Boozer. High rebound. And a nice scramble for it, and a foul will go out of bounds as Brianna Miles was in there just fighting against Olivia Owens, and Owens will be called with the personal foul. Keep in mind that once you get to 10 team fouls, that's when free throws begin here. That's the bonus. The player fouls out with 6 fouls outside three-point range, and that's short by Mia Irvin. Off the rebound. Appeared as though Boozer got hit in the head. Yeah, she's trying to shake that off. Ariana Wright cross through the right cross. Right cross. W-R-I-G-H-T. Hyphen cross. She did. She threw the right cross. Here's Kayla Boozer. Popping out up top, it's Atia Watson. Here's Watson. Behind the back with the dribble. She'll set the screen now. Backing out is Shayna Brew. Brew in the lane, spin move. Outside, Owens wants to shoot. She does, fading away. And off the miss. Here come the Knights once again. Mia Irvin. Irvin up top. Nice pass underneath, but out of bounds was Ariana Wright cross. 39-11, your score. Under 11 to go. Clock is moving, winding down. Outside, here's Rollins. Rollins kicks it back over to Atia Watson. And now this long-range jumper, you can see that was going to be short by Owens from three-point range. Here's Miles. Oh, she carried the ball. She did not quite know what she wanted to do with the basketball, and she winds up carrying it. And yet another turnover for this sisterhood team. The Blue Knights, they are called, and that's why they're wearing, most of the players from Democracy Prep are wearing their Knights jerseys here. Watson out of the backcourt. She'll work on Miles. Here's Watson. Looking for the high screen by Carlson. She gets it. And now Carlson. Diagonal pass deep in the corner. Shayna Brew. Brew driving baseline. She's cut off, and now she stutter-stepped, and then she took another run at it, and we're going to get a foul that will go against the sisterhood and Wright Cross. Thought I made that name up. Wright Cross. High inbound. Comes into Carlson. Carlson chucks up a three and connects. I mean, I didn't even see her starting to lean into that shot. Wasn't very fluid, but she knew what she wanted to do. And now Carlson leading all scorers with 13 on the afternoon. Madison Smith deep in the corner. Here's Miles. Good passing. And the drive to the basket rolls off as Wright Cross couldn't get it to go down. And we've got a whistle underneath. And this will go against the Knights. Under 10 remaining. Clock is moving. A 31-point lead for West Coast Elite. Another three. Here's Carlson again. That's high off the backboard. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul on the drive. The penetration by Shayna Brew. And so Brew with the charge. And she's like, I know. But they do have fun with this West Coast Elite team. And head coach Marcus Forbes telling me yesterday that he likes to see his players band together. And it's a fun season, although, albeit it is short. It is a short season here over the summer. There is a dead period in there as well. Here's Shayna Brew. Brew backs it out. Brew looking for the post up. Brew to Moo is a good connection. It goes underneath to Moo. She mishandles. Now the drive and the scoop shot. That pops out by Owens underneath. Good passing again. Moo, can she finish? No! Rolls off the rim. Brianna Miles. Miles, look at the run. 1-on-4. And she'll kick it back out to Smith. Up top, here's Evie DeWitt. DeWitt has the ball stripped. And we're going to get a breakaway bucket here for two for Shayna Brew. Shayna Brew already has an offer in, and that is from the Air Force Academy, of all places. 7:55 to go. Let's take a timeout as we have West Coast Elite looking to put a wrap on a championship. Despite his sisterhood team trailing by 33, we could hear from up here the head coach, Julius Juju Barron, who is also the head coach at Democracy Prep High School here in Las Vegas, telling his team to keep their heads up and to quit turning the stinking ball over. Stop with the turnovers. Just some mental mistakes here. Outside, here's a three-point air ball that was taken off the inbounds by Taylor Dagan, who plays at nearby Rancho High School here in the Valley. And the ball was just taken away from Kayla Boozer. Here's Miles. Miles, she'll pull up right inside the three-point line, and she draws the foul. And so Brianna Miles will go to the free throw line, and she'll be shooting a pair. It's hard to see where that three-point line is at here because it's white. This is the auxiliary court. We're on court 1 of 2 here at Bishop Gorman. And Miles cannot buy, she can't buy a point. During the regular season, the 5'3" point guard averaging 16 points, and the second free throw is no good. 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals per game during the regular season, but nothing doing today. Three-pointer from the corner, deep, and that is good by Berlin Carlson. She drains the triple and now has 16. And this is her best game by far. Steal by Kayla Boozer. Kayla Boozer kicks it out deep in the corner. And now it's Shayna Brew. And three-pointer on the way again for Carlson. It's good. 19, Berlin Carlson. My goodness. First team all-conference in her conference up there in Oregon. Surprise. And now she swats one out of bounds off the penetration and the drive by Wright Cross. Ariana Wright Cross. 19 points for Carlson. This is her best game of the weekend. She saved the best for last. She's just spotting up and just hitting everything in sight. Here's Miles outside, and we're going to get a little bump there in the lane. Zanea Burrell was fouled on that play. 24-on-24 crime as Tia Watson with that foul. 6 minutes remaining. Nice floater in the lane. That's going to be short, as that shot was taken by Swanger of Sisterhood. The crossover outside. Carlson had it. And now that running little floater inside came up short by Tia Watson. 5-7. And there's Miles, just chucks it up with the left hand. Now she's in traffic. Nice dish outside, but an air ball is thrown up once again by Evie DeWitt. Rough day at the office for Sisterhood. They go cross court. Rollins with the pump fake. Rollins drives in the lane, scoops it up for two. Ava Rollins. Folsom High School in California. It's a 41-point lead. Approaching 5 minutes remaining. And we're going to get a foul underneath. Taylor Dagan. So Dagan will go to the free throw line from Rancho High School here in Las Vegas. Coach Juju still coaching his team up. Well, what else can you say? And they're not even making free throws when they have an opportunity to score. This is a really tough team to beat, though. West Coast Elite. We mentioned at the outset, Berlin Carlson, 27 college offers. 19 points in this game. Out of the backcourt, here's Watson. Watson. There's no shot clock. Maybe just dribble it out. Give and go. Rollins in the lane. Turnaround off glass for two. Ava Rollins now has 8 points in the game. 54-12. Miles looks for an outlet. Deep in the corner to Madison Smith. Smith goes baseline. Nice move. Tries to draw the foul. Can't. And the follow-up shot rolls off the iron by Zanea Burrell. And the rebound comes out to West Coast Elite. 3.5 to go. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout with them. I thought they were calling a timeout. Okay, we're going to return to action. I don't know what that was all about. They subbed the entire team. Okay. All right, well, let's go. Back to the action. Rollins. I'm ready to play. Here's Swanger. Swanger up top. And the layup is good by Yelena Sabasic. Sabasic. She now has 2 points on the afternoon. Swanger had it deep in the corner. That's Irvin. Shot no good. Nice follow-up for the basket for two by Tavara Swanger. 56-14, 2.5 to go. And here they come with Taylor Dagan. And nice layup attempt and one. Mia Irvin on the drive. She'll be fouled by Ava Rollins. And a chance for three late in this contest for Mia Irvin. I think Irvin had an offer by Southern Utah. And I think that might have been in her freshman year. Spring Valley High School here locally. Underneath, we're going to get a whistle on that shot attempt by Shayna Brew. So Brew goes to the free throw line, looking to add to this lead. Her team leading by 40. Once again, earlier today, we saw this West Coast Elite team, which was the number 1 seed, upset by the under-17 Elite Rise team in the boys' final. And here, no upset. It's been all West Coast Elite from the outset. Outside, it's Soto. And then Taylor Degan throws up a wild shot. And it's pulled down by Olivia Owens. Owens of West Coast Elite. So champions will be crowned in just about a minute from now. And they'll receive their championship medals there, if you will. 3-point attempt, no good by Subasic. Rebound to the Sisterhood. Swanger with the basketball. Deep in the corner, Smith. Madison Smith. Ball deflected, and it's going to be saved by Soto. Nice pass. Swanger, the cutter. Oh, just hangs on the rim and falls off. And now with 30 seconds to go, we might just see them dribble it out. We're going to have a timeout. No, they're just going to call game. That's game. That's enough. The final score, West Coast Elite 57 and Sisterhood from here in Southern Nevada 16. And so that's a wrap for all of us here. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Earlier, the boys' final won by the Elite Rise. We thank everyone so much for tuning in on Bigfoot Hoops. Of course, this is the West Coast Elite, and this is our 10th annual Las Vegas Memorial Day Classic, again presented by Bigfoot Hoops, and we appreciate everyone on League Ready tuning in. And for our entire crew here, we appreciate you. Josh Bennett, of course, our producer, executive producer, is John Alba. I'm Tony Cardasco from Las Vegas, and we'll see you again, hopefully next year, right here. And West Coast Elite Hoops, brought to you by Bigfoot Hoops. Take care.